Hello, friends. I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic. Everything here is pretty good. I don't know why I brought that with me. It makes me burp, and then I don't want to burp on camera. Hand is doing. Ow. Hand is doing well as long as I don't smack it like I just did. It doesn't hurt too much. It's just a little sore unless I bump it. But I do have to get. I have 5 stitches. I have to get those removed next Friday at like 7:30 in the morning, which is normally when I start work. So I have to take a little bit of time off of work to go get the stitches removed. But everything's going good. I've been I think we talked yesterday about toying with the idea of doing different kind of video stuff, and I've been kind of gearing up for that. Not necessarily buying gear. I mean, I purchased a camera bag, which is something I haven't owned for a while. But now that I have 2 cameras, this camera, I should have brought the other one down here. This camera, like I said yesterday, is an EOS M3. I bought it specifically to do these videos because we used to use like a little Canon point and shoot, and it was terrible, and the audio was terrible, so I had to sync audio. I wanted a camera with an audio interface so that I could have one timeline that I need to trim and fix and do all that work with, and then that's it. So we went this route with this mic and the audio thing down here. Anyway. I bought this camera specifically for this, and I've been using this camera now for about 6 years. I think I was able to buy this camera with my first AdSense check I received from YouTube. And I really like it. But because it has been a sort of a dedicated camera to this space, I didn't use it much outside of content, right? I used it on the early gaming channel when I was doing like Let's Plays. I used it for all the project videos I've ever shot. I used it for a lot of things until I started using GoPros and that sort of stuff. This was all I used. So this is my workshop camera. Well, now I have a second camera that I don't need to keep a tripod mount on all the time. I don't need to maintain it for this, which usually just means I keep the settings on this camera set a specific way to get the color rendering that I like, the white balance that I like, the exposure that I like. It's all locked in. And often in the past, if I would take this camera off and I would try to go shoot a different video with it or shoot pictures with it, I would change those settings and then come back and forget to re-enter those settings into the camera, and then the next few videos would be really weird. We'd hear audio glitches, or the white balance would be way off, or the image would be all blown out. So I have this set now. Now I have, and so the other thing. So because I never really took this anywhere, I never really bought a camera bag. I never really worried about. I never really needed to take it places, or I could. But now I have the second camera. I have the new EOS M50 Mark II that Em bought me last fall. She bought it for me because I wanted the zoom lens, the 200, I think it's a 250 millimeter zoom lens that Canon offers, and she found the camera kit lens and the zoom lens for like not much more than just buying that one lens by itself. I wanted that to be able to go do sports photography or stage photography when my kids are doing things. All this is to say, I now have another camera set up that I can take with me and do photography and do video and try new things. And I fully intend to do that. I fully intend to carry it with me in places that I go. The thing is, I don't go a whole lot of places anymore. I'm not really out and about much. But I will be doing some traveling this summer. I'll tell you guys now, obviously I'm not going to do special videos, but I will be attending a few days of Origins in Columbus. I will be attending all of Dice Tower East in Orlando, and I will be attending Gen Con in Indianapolis. So I'm doing 3 shows this summer, and we'll do pre-recorded content on this channel. I don't know what yet. The game review thing didn't really work out. People didn't seem to care. So I'll pre-record other stuff for those days. But I have a good reason to take that camera with me and try to capture some good images, capture some good videos, and then maybe make some stuff out of that. Like I talked about yesterday, the concept that I currently am holding in my head is to do kind of project-y type things. Not necessarily where I build something, but maybe I'm just... Maybe there's a video in me sanding and waxing this, and that's the visual that you're seeing, but I'm talking about something completely unrelated. That's kind of the concept that I have in my head. I just have to figure out what my first execution of that's going to be. So hopefully I'll have just kind of a library of content that I can voice over to make something that is less of a workshop video and more of a art piece, or more of an abstract kind of content. By the way, those will all go on the dead Chevee channel. It's just called Chevee. If you haven't jumped over there, anything that I do like that is going on that channel. I think there's one video on that channel, and I don't remember what it was. I started it because I wanted to kind of separate the workshop stuff from this daily thing. And I've just never really done workshop stuff since then, so no need for that. But I've been putting a lot of energy into this lately, mostly mental energy, some written energy. I've started to write a script for one video that I'd like to do, which might also entail a physical thing that I need to create for that video. We'll see. And I have... notes on, just bullet points on some other video ideas. So there's at least a mill working in my head right now to put some of these thoughts on paper. This all goes back to many weeks ago, maybe even months ago. I asked you guys to pick out some videos that were important to you, or some stories from my past that were important to you. This all ties back to that. This has been like months in the making. It's just taken me time to process and time to get over myself and decide to do it. And I think we're really damn close. I'm learning. So we'll see what happens in the future. I really appreciate, I say this every day, but I don't know that I necessarily get it across to you. I really appreciate how much you guys stop by, say hi, leave a comment, interact with me, text me, tweet me, email me, call the voicemail number, whatever it is, however you reach out, when you reach out. I get so much joy and I guess even hope out of that. It really pushes me to be somebody, or to be better. And I think we've been on that journey now for enough time that I need to actually start acting on it, right? I've been on this self-improvement journey now for 5 years, 4 years, 5 years. I think it's time to actually start making something of that and figuring out what that is. I don't know yet. We're going to figure it out together. Hopefully you'll keep coming back. So again, thank you so much for stopping by and being a friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It doesn't cost you anything. I'd like to hit 25,000 subscribers again. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends, wonderful people. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know to sound smart is maunder. It is a verb meaning to move, speak, or act in a random, meaningless manner. Ricardo's speech maunders so much that you'd never know he was heir to one of Central America's largest fortune. Maunder, M-A-U-N-D-E-R. I feel like you guys constantly tell me that my videos where I maunder the most are your favorite.